This is F13, day 1, and we're revising OA for the long O sound and EA for the long E sound. So we've got O, N, ul, O, N, loan, ul, O, D, load, ul, O, F, loaf, F, ul, O, T, float, E, ch, each, B, E, ch, beach, K, E, M, cream, D, E, M, dream, K, E, N, clean. So you can see we're also revising the CH, which makes a ch sound at the end of these long vowel sounding words. Now let's have a look at what each of these words mean. Moan might be the noise that you make when you're not happy with something or if you're in pain. So you can see this creature is not happy with something, but he looks like he could also be in pain, where you moan and grizzle. A loan is when you borrow something off someone and they loan it to you. So you might go to the library to borrow a book and the librarian will loan it to you. Sometimes parents might take out a loan of money from a bank to pay for a house or a car or something very expensive. A load could be a load that you put on the back of a truck for it to carry somewhere. You can also load the dishwasher or load the washing machine with clothes. So it's something you can do as well. A loaf, we generally talk about a loaf of bread when we say loaf. Float means when you're sitting on top of a liquid or floating on top of a liquid, we say float. Could be you on a tube or something, or you could be in a boat. The opposite to float is sink. So if you went under the water or the boat went under the water, it would sink. Each means each one of us separately. We might each have a hat on or each have a happy face. It means each one. It means it separately. Beach is when we go to the seaside or to the ocean. You might take your umbrella, your towel in case you get wet and you want to dry off, a ball to play with, and you might like to sit and read in a chair for a while. So that's at the beach where we go swimming and playing. Cream is the fatty part of the milk that they scoop off to make cream, and we use that cream, if we whip it up, we can put it on top of a cake. And when they mix it with a bit of sugar and freeze it, you can make ice cream. A dream are the stories that you have in your head when you're asleep. And so we try not to watch much television or screens before we go to sleep so we can have a really nice dream while we're asleep. Clean means you go around and you clean the house. You might have to or clean your room or clean your desk. So you might vacuum, dust, wash things down so that they're all clean. The opposite to clean is dirty. So we usually clean when things get dirty. Right, let's read the word, sound the word, spell the word, write it 3 times and then check it. Off we go. Moan, M-O-N, 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 M-O-A-N, M-O-A-N, M-O-A-N. Cover it and write it 3 times. M-O-A-N. I can say the letters in my head or out loud if I get stuck. You can finish the rest of those on your own. F13 day 2, we're revising the long O sound with OA and the long E sound where we're using EA. So remember, the only way that we can really help you remember which words have the EA in them is to try and link them to eating. So a lot of the words with EA in them do have something to do with eating. If they don't, you're going to have to do that, push that association a bit. Okay, let's read these words and you can colour in the sound as we go. We've got the OA in this top line and the EA in this bottom line. So we've got M-O-N, moan, L-O-N, loan, L-O-D, load, L-O-F, loaf, L-O-T, float. And in the bottom line we've got each, each, but each, beach, k-r-e-m, cream, dream, clean. So here, the first letter of the phonogram, the O, is making its long sound. In here, the first letter of the phonogram, EA, the E is making its long sound. So that might help you to remember the sound they're making as well. Now, fill in the gap with the missing list word. We something ourselves with soap and water. Which one would it be? We clean ourselves. So you have to fill in the missing word in each of these sentences using each one of those words up the top. Write the list word below the picture. They're quite easy for you. Make sure you're using these words up here. So now you know what to do. I'll get you started on that top part. Let's go moan, M-O-N, M-O-A-N. You cover it, write it, and check to make sure it's right. Loan, L-O-N, L-O-A-N. Cover it, write it, and check to make sure that you've spelt it correctly. So you can finish off these and then carry on. F13, day 3, we're revising the long O sound with OA and the long E sound where we're using EA. So let's read the words. Own, moan, own, loan, own, load, oaf, loaf, oat, float, each, each, beach, cream, dream, clean. So you have to read the word, sound the word, spell the word, write the word. So off we go. We're going to go M-O-N, M-O-A-N, cover it and write it. Loan, L-O-N, L-O-A-N, cover it and write it. That's fairly easy for you. You've done that quite a lot already. Now let's look at the next lot, comparators and superlatives. When we compare two things, we mean it's more. We look for the thing that means more. So quite often we add ER to the end of the word. A superlative means the most of something. It's a super group of things. So we add EST to the end of it. So this is a nice easy one for you. You just have to find the base word. So we have clean, cleaner, which means more clean. And rather than saying the most clean, we say cleanest. Combined with a list word, we're going to have something ball, that's pretty easy, and sun, you'll have to work out that one. Verb families, look for the base word. Here you're adding S, here you're adding ing, and here you're adding ed. So cleaned, dreamed, floated, and moaned. So here you know you're adding ed, even though you might be getting a different sound for those letters. Down the bottom we've got singular plural, we've got beach. If we have more than one beach we say beach is, so you're adding the es. Here you have to take it back to the base word, so you've got leaves goes back to leaf, loaves go back to loaf. So you're changing that V back to an F and getting rid of the es on the end of them. Put in alphabetical order. So you say the alphabet A, B, write the B words in, C, and remember if you have one with more than, like the letter L here, we've got two words, we've got load and loaf. We've got to look at the second letter, and it's the same, the A is the same in both of them, so we have to look at the final letter to see which one comes first. Which comes first, the D or the F in the alphabet? The D comes first, so you'd write that word before loaf. Make new words and write. This is a nice easy one. Load plus is loader. Dream plus e, dreamy. Cleaner, creamy. So write the new words on the lines. Off you go. Okay, this is F13 day 4 and we're doing a crossword puzzle. So you have to use the word list at the start of the book to help you. That's where all these words come from. So let's look at the hints. We're going to go across first. So you've got hints going across and you've got hints going down the page. And some boxes have a little number in them, 1, 2, 3. So it has to correspond to the question being asked down here. So number 1, we can see it's going to start with a T. It's got 3 letters, and the hint is I drink something from a cup. I drink tea from a cup. So we don't have to do the T again, it's already there. And you have to put 1 letter in each box. Now when you find the answer and you filled in the boxes, cross out that number so that you know that you finished that number 1. Number 3 going down, you could do all the across ones that you can do, and then go to down and do all the ones going down that you can do, and then go back and finish any of the ones that you found a little bit tricky, because you should have more letters in each word by then. So number 3 going down, the boys played, starts with F. It's a pretty big word. I think it might be football. Yes, and the 1 letter per box, and that fits in perfectly. So I can now cross off number 3. So go back and do all the ones going across, then the ones going down, 1 letter in each box, and cross them out as you go. Then go back and finish the ones that you couldn't do before.